Today we are reacting to the second iteration of the summer car series by Martincitopants. I think is how you say it. I don't know. Preemptively like the video because it's going to be absolutely amazing. There you go. Mwah. What do I remember from the last time we watched a summer car video? This guy lives in Finland. It's really easy to die. Bees are menaces to society. Sausages rot very quickly, and the convenience store is not open on Sundays. Right? Right? Pico. Oh yeah, and he pisses in the sauna. And he pisses in the sauna. Oh, sorry, they're wasps. YouTube, please don't hit me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's start. I think we got our little recap in, so we know what we're getting into.
Hello again. Welcome back to Finland.
Yay!
In the last video, we experienced the many wonders of
Oh, he's
culture,
gonna give us a
building
recap.
rally
Nice.
car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, bug, dying of dehydration,
Bug.
hydraulic press channel, dying from pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head-on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike, and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers an hour. You know, normal Finnish stuff. Last video, we died a lot of times, and made zero progress, because every time
I want to play this game and just... Do you guys think there's like a simulator where you can be a deer and get hit by cars? Is that a thing? Yes? I want to play it. I want to be a deer and I want to get hit by cars. Good night, Exel. Sounds like a Saints Row mini game. I want to be a deer and I want to try to get hit by cars. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And like the most gruesome death is how you get extra points. Fluffy, what were you doing in the middle of the road? Having a good time. Okay. Went from being on a wheeled vehicle to a wheeled chair. Yeah. Be careful. Also, hi, Ghost. Be careful on motorcycles. They're very dangerous. But they look cool, so take that as you will.
died, I had to start over from the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me,
Nice.
this was a good idea.
Yes,
Today, we're going
I
to
agree.
actually build up our rally car, and, with some luck, win the rally. Death will not stop us.
Don't
But
pee on the TV.
It'll definitely get in the way. So, let us begin. We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and
Oh yeah.
the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this. The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. Because if I had to build the car again, things would have gone down very differently. I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home. Our best option was getting a ride from the guy in the
Wait,
green
does this
car.
mean that he lost
My
his...
cousin. Pena. This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka. Definitely
Nice.
someone I'd like to climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging
Does he
alcoholic,
lose his...
do you think swearing at him would be...
Does he lose his, what is that called? Tractor? Does he lose his tractor now? Since it got hit by a truck or a train? It would be sad if he did.
be a good idea. Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree, and we both died. Maybe swearing at him was not such a good idea, so this time I let him drive me home at a much more reasonable 60 kilometers an hour. But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor,
man.
War Thunder. I mean War Thunder. That's right, boys, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever
Does
created.
anyone play
2,000
this?
vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and... Oh no! Combined arms warfare. What does that even mean? I have no idea. It's either multiple modes of combat within the same battle space or something to do with Siamese twins. Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No. You fool. You idiot. You moron. Every component is deeply modded. Oh no, my track's been shot. Oh no, my turret can't rotate. Oh no. I'm dead. War Thunder offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free. Play it now on PC, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, or any previous generation console. War Thunder spans over 100 years of vehicle warfare. Biplanes, gunships, whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick to fly the F-14 Tomcat? Don't you worry, fucko, you can fly with them.
Can you buy those things, or do you have to...
Whatever the hell this thing is. Wait, you don't have a joystick?
Can you buy one of these, or do you have to build them yourselves? Are these available for purchase? Or do you have to build one yourself? And if you can purchase them, who do I purchase it from? What do you want that for? So that I can play realistic shooter pilot simulators for you guys. Hi, Hammer. Some of them exist as products, but it's usually goes custom from there. Yeah, I want to play Animal Jam with that. Exactly. You can buy the rigs, but you have to put the tech on them. Oh. Okay. Yo, there's a Minecraft sword! Minecraft sword! Nice. Play Minecraft in this bad boy.
To fly the F-14 Tomcat? Don't you worry, fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Thunder is the frighteningly deep knowledge within the community. Some might say too deep. Play War Thunder now on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox using my link in the description, and you'll get a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground. Anyway, we were not in fact in an F-14 Tomcat, but in Pena's green car. I stopped them at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage.
Oh man.
To make a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. The very next thing I did was disconnect the tractor from the trailer, which was a terrible mistake.
I think it's busted.
I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling. Yes! Now from here you'd think things would be easy, right? I could just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit!
Oh, fuck.
I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming it.
Wait, that looks perfect!
It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike, and the tractor was unflipped again. What?
Oh my god!
This time, I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around.
Nice!
And the tractor flipped over again.
Listen, the tractor can be easily
Another
flipped.
flip of the tractor, and another attempt. I got the trailer completely flat with the help of the tractor, and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What? And this happened. What? This was after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over. I'd get the trailer flat to the ground, it would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it.
Yikes.
It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime. It turns out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this. When I disconnected the trailer at the very beginning, it locked it into that orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back.
No.
The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor. Oh my god. It worked. Back home, it was time to continue building the Satsuma, which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine. I replaced the piston and head gasket, fired up the car again, and took her for another test drive.
Oh no! Oh dear!
Can't help it.
Well, shit. Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil is bad. I didn't know that the oil pan had a hole in it. All I had done was check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and adding another bottle of motor oil, the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit, enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded out of the cap. Oh shit. Me, being a bit of an idiot.
Wait, I thought you said that you were only supposed to put oil in your car, not water. Who lied to me? Hi, worst skunk. Who lied to me? You guys, somebody told me to put water in my car, and then everyone got mad at me. There's water and oil. You don't put water in with the oil. Water goes in the radiator. Engine gets oil. I hate this stuff. I hate this stuff.
And wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath.
You guys yelled at me for it. Oh shit.
My eyes! Yep.
This game is very realistic.
Now, the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially upgrade it. Better tires, better wheels, a better engine, better exhaust, proper racing seats, nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would need money. Lots and lots of money. And me? Well, I was broke. In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of making money. Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcoholic.
This game is too realistic.
One of the best jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue. The issue was these guys standing by the road to watch the rally, and my, less than optimal driving.
Are you gonna kill people?
Unbeknownst to me, this action had sealed my fate. Since it was Saturday, the shop wasn't even open, so I left the junk there and drove the rest of the way home on the dirt track, where every few minutes an idiot rally driver would smash into me at incredible speed. Back home, I sleep.
He killed someone.
Today was going to be good. Today was going to be productive. Today, I was going to get the bat. Oh shit. Yep. That guy I ran over earlier, he died. Yes. Well, shit.
Damn!
Prison. Our stay here was for 10 days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone, but 10 days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring in sleep, our stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time, no abusing save states.
Wait, this game is crazy! Why is this game so realistic? They really put you in jail for 20 hours? Or however many hours? This game is actually crazy.
Just sitting here. Damn. Okay, time's up. In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's, a simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store. The plan sounded good enough, and so, the heist was on. I loaded up the tractor and drove it into town in the dead of night. There, I found our victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So, with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and, moved them. I smashed open the window, attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious anger. Yes! I took it to the sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had. Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks. Not bad. A celebration was in order. I popped over to Timo's and bought myself a pizza for 2,700 marks. Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I sculled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more. I pissed more. I punched this guy in the head. I took the slot machine to the highway and placed it in the way of oncoming cars. I was here to tear down society. Fuck it. The rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over all these fuckers? Well, shit. 153 days in prison is a long time. About 230 hours of waiting that I definitely waited for. It gave me time to think, to consider, to ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to participate if the car wasn't road legal, so I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man. Are you sure about that? So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to the local alcoholic. You know, like a businessman.
Nice.
Firewood. First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage. My uncle lost his license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage. More sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fuck. Okay, listen, mate. I just need you to fuck off.
Can you steal,
Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. People? Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine sold to drunk man. Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose on the highway.
Like, can you steal parts from other cars?
This isn't Finland. Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead? I forgot about Grandma's groceries. They've all gone off. Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay. Finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine deliveries. Hey, look. It's Pena. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the... Is that a bee? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for.
This game is too realistic.
Inspection. Will we pass? Will we fail?
Yes, you will.
Who knows?
Look at all those LEDs. Of course you will.
How does he know? Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver?
Ass cracks hanging out. This guy knows a lot about cars.
And what do you know? We failed. You fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back. I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver again, and what do you know? We passed.
Nice.
The repair shop owner, Fleetari, caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10 bottles of the strongest booze in all of Finland.
Nice.
Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us.
What are you doing?
The car was working well. It was registered and it had a few upgrades. The day was Saturday. I could just tell big things were going to happen today.
Looks nice.
I drove to the rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few issues, in fact. Cornering was basically impossible, and when I hopped out of the car, it did this. I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on.
Wait.
So, rally o'clock, it was. I drove to the start, this guy counted me down, and off I went.
Nice! Is he gonna win?
The race did not last long.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, flip.
Oh.
Fuck. Shit. Attempt 2. This time was even worse.
Oh.
No. Attempt 3. This time was even worse.
What? No.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, because he died this
Attempt
time.
4. This time I took things a little slower.
Yeah.
Instead of barreling around the corners at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes.
Nice.
This strategy worked. I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, you know, after I finished.
Did you get first place?
Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
Oh.
Dead last. Oh, alright.
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'll, All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same route as Stage 1, but in reverse. Surely tomorrow, I would redeem myself. I took the car back to the start of the rally and parked there overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of Stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake.
La policía? Hola.
This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15%
Wait.
over. I'm sure the fine isn't that bad.
Wait! This game also has traffic laws that you have to abide by? What? What? What the fuck? Yeah, apparently this is how they speak. Can anybody actually read this? Of course it does. How? It's just a life simulator. Ass crack is the truest sign of a mechanic. Apparently this is Finnish, you guys. Kjatamiatja. Jatman.
Shit. That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off.
Nice.
Anyway, I had a job to do. Get a good time on the second stage and try my best to get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on.
You can do it!
On the straights, I got up to 100 kilometers an hour.
10th
and in the
place.
turns, I could manage just a bit below that. Of course, going at this speed with my flimsy little car, mistakes were bound to happen.
Yikes. Yikes.
We
Yikes.
spun. But we could keep going. Then we flipped the car. No!
Yikes.
But we could keep going. Then we launched it into a ditch.
At least you were in the water.
The door was hanging off, but we could keep going. And then we hit a rock.
Oh god.
We could not keep going. I was extremely close to the end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around of the car. We had driven fairly well.
Wait.
And so, I checked our time. It, wasn't good. My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard.
Oh no.
A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression. I drank a case of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out. And blacked out again. And blacked out again. And again. And again. And again. And then it was next week. During my bout of violent alcoholism, I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter. Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines. So, I was in a lot of debt, the police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken babbling. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks. If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car of my dreams. Did I really want to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of pondering later, I concluded, money. To find the briefcase, I would have to scour the entire map. Every little nook, every cranny. Oh, look, there it is. Oh. I threw it in the back of my car.
How did you know
and
where
drove
it
home,
was?
having a minor accident on the way. Shit. Oh. I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money.
He wasn't lying.
Literally 15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey,
maybe you
probably
spent a
on
lot
sugar
of
wine
it.
or something.
Yeah.
It was time for some upgrades. I bought the entire catalog. The best suspension,
Ooh.
the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering wheel, all the cool body panels, the best radiator, time on the dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool paint job. Gentlemen, the car was ready.
I don't like
for
the
round
paint
2.
job, no.
I gave it a good test on the highway, and of course, I got pulled
You should have
over
made it pink.
and fined 30,000 marks on the spot.
What?
Fucking dickhead. The car was ready, but I needed some practice. So I took it to the dirt track and drove the route over and over. Every corner, every gear shift, each slight bump and bend. I even got rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition. Saturday, the start of the rally. Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The car was very fast. All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track.
Now it just requires
I shot past
him
the
to be a
repair
good
shop,
driver.
around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks, and across the line. The pace felt very good, and checking the standings confirmed my suspicions. Oh yes.
First
That's
place!
right, fellas.
By a
First
lot,
place.
too. 20 minutes.
I was officially in the running to actually win the rally. All I had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home.
Good job.
Tomorrow, I was gonna win. Back home, I sleep.
Oh, yeah.
This sleep
Oh,
was a bit
that's
different.
seconds?
I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the
sorry.
Finnish countryside or even the phone ringing, but by
I
a
can't
belligerent
count.
drunk man in my room
Garfield?
with an axe. Turns out he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough. Well, with him subdued, I went to finish the rally. Stage 2. This time
Oh
I'd parked in
my.
the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the rally was on. All that practice.
Come
had
on, you
paid
got
off.
this.
I knew the corners.
You're
I knew the
amazing.
bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn off to my house,
This feels
into the
even
sharp
faster.
left turn, past the drunk man's house,
This feels
past
better.
the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done.
You got this. You got first place. You had to have got first place. What's the prize for first
There
place?
it was. Oh yes. We had driven pretty damn good.
Good
And
job.
were 30 seconds ahead of second place.
Yeah, that totally is seconds, yeah. What do you win now? Oh god, he's
I
just
knew
peeing.
just how to celebrate. The fireworks back home. On the way back, I crossed the bridge. I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point.
I'm nervous.
But this time, it felt different. Thank you once again to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. You can download
Is
it from
that
the
a
link in the
real
description.
thing that happens in the game?
Or you can go hunt warts or something. I don't know.
What? No, I don't think you should clappy. Who made this game? No clappy! No clappy! Yes, if you steal the guy's money? I thought this was just a game about driving cars. What even is this game, right? I need to get the— what the hell? Oh my god. That's crazy. Wow. This game has an alarming amount of content in it for a game that's literally about fixing a car and racing it. Jeez.